How does that thinking, obviously completely different setup, but the party being over potentially applying to Pittsburgh? Because my concerns are starting to raise up here, Eddie, where word came out today, Malkin's out for the first 2 months of the season.
Yeah.
Sid will not be ready to start the season. They're in a tough division, tough conference, a lot of top-heavy teams. They've just been a lock to make the playoffs every year for the better part of 15. But this has got to be concerning, does it not? Like, do they have enough to hold on here in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, they're going to have to find a way to win games by 3-2, 2-1, for the first little while. And I think it's just weathering the storm to get those guys back. And I've always kind of been a big believer is, can you make the playoffs in the first 20 games of the regular season? I'm going to venture to say no over my time as a player and a coach and now a broadcaster. But we all know, I think, you could certainly miss the playoffs the first 20 games of the regular season. And I think for the Penguins, I think the goal would be, and Mike Sullivan's done, I think he's done a hell of a job and, since his time has been there. And, I guess you could argue, and again, players have no movements and all those type of things happen, but, could they have been a little bit more proactive, prior to the new regime in there to look to move some assets and maybe get a little bit younger and open up some opportunities. But it's going to be difficult. Like it really is. You made the great point, Brian. The division, and now we're going back to playing, hopefully a normal schedule all the way through, and it's going to be a battle. And I think the only way that they're going to be able to do it, because I don't think that that they can give up 3 goals a night and be getting 4 without Sid, let alone without Sid and Evgeny Malkin. So that's going to be really interesting to see, kind of see how this all plays out. I'll actually be in Pittsburgh. I think it's their home opener. They have Chicago in there. I think it's that Saturday. Wednesday's the 13th, so I think it's the 16th. I'm doing my math quickly here. And that'll be, they'll be playing their 3rd game in a road trip, and it'll be a second of a back-to-back. And I would assume, whoever the other goaltender is in Chicago, I would assume that Marc-Andre Fleury would probably get that start in Pittsburgh. So that'll kind of be a little bit of a sidebar story there and that home opener for the Penguins. And they start in Tampa, I believe. So, it's going to be really interesting how that all plays out. But I think they got it. I think the goal would be long-winded would be, try to be 500, and then hopefully those guys can come back. And then, when those guys are in the lineup, obviously they're a way different animal.